All right, y'all. We're in the end game now. We started with cursor or Replit, kind of moved to cursor, kind of did cursor Claude Code. I think Claude Code's it right now. All right, so throwing in all my chips on this. One of the things I want to kind of call out today is the plan file. So if you go into Reddit, go into the channel or thread called Claude AI, you'll see people starting to trade these files around like they're coveted Pokemon or playing cards. And what this is a specific file that you'll at in the Claude code, and I'll show you in a second here, and it will refer to that as it's developing the plan. So the first iteration of this, I actually took a PRD that I wrote for this chief of staff project. This is like the third or fourth version of this at this point. And I said, hey, create a plan file. And that was fine. And you can see some of the pieces in here like project philosophy, tech stack. This is all kind of like specific to this project that I'm doing. But kind of learning for other people, I'm starting to kind of pull out these chunks here. And I think making this more streamlined over time and repeatable, that I can just have the same plan file each time. So like, thou shalt always use MCP tools before coding. Like, thou shalt test before declaring done. It's starting to see themes that I'm seeing that I want Claude Code to do that sometimes like drifts from doing this stuff after you've been using it for a while. That I'm like, okay, these are actually the main things that if it just nails this every time, it's going to be good. I'll put this, I've got like a Google file that if you're interested in a Google Sheets, you can get access to this, and I'll kind of keep on updating this as I go on with my learning. So it's probably changing like week to week. Some of this stuff too, which I really like final reminders, research current docs, don't trust outdated knowledge, ask questions early and often, use slash commands. That's another thing I'm starting to get into. That file that I just mentioned, the Google Doc, has the creator of Claude Code. I think the guy's name is Boris at Anthropic. It's just like a whole arsenal of slash commands. So it's going to be like the finance bro who can do Excel with, out like with all the hotkeys. I think, the idea guys like me and gals are going to just be mastering slash commands with Claude Code, and that's going to be the next level of coding. We'll see, and this one is kind of funny too. I don't know if anyone has seen this, but and I don't know if I feel good about this, but I've heard that threatening our AI overlords to do better code creates a better product. So I actually toned this down because I imagine that AI overlords are someday going to reference this, but putting some urgency behind it. So how this looks, I'm kind of stuck right now there's an OAuth situation that I'm really stuck on in this project. This is actually, interestingly enough, working, and it's been working for a while. If you see this is it using different tasks. So like it's using this parallel implementation approach that I called out up here, like, where is it? Always use a 7 parallel task method for efficiency. So you see this like using different tools, kicking off parallel tasks. And also, while this one's working, you can actually have it do something else too. So take a look at my OAuth issue, refer to at Claude for any more specifics on how to tackle the problem. And so this one, I'm pretty sure is saved. And so it's going to go over here and basically, like I said, Claude Code is a great like senior architect. And I've been using Cursor over here as a little bit more in the trenches type developer. I had a couple big days when I was getting ready for the hackathon where I was just burning through all my Claude Code credits. I see this as really the only, like, Claude Code is getting so good, I don't even see why Cursor is actually, like, you even need that split. But if you're trying to save tokens, that's kind of like where I'm at right now. So anyways, you see kind of how it's operating right now. I'm going to click out of this. It's putting its own to-do list, which is in that plan file. Like always create a to-do list, check it off as you're going through there. It's using parallel tasks. It's like calling out certain things as it's moving through there and kind of telling you what's going on. If there's errors, it's kind of calling it out. So this is kind of like the whole thing is on autopilot. And I think when I get a little bit better at coding, I'll get more into the code on this stuff. But you kind of just hit, just go, and it just keeps on working. So, anyways, I think that's all I'm gonna call out for now. I'm still just stuck in this OAuth cycle, and I don't think I have any more to add. But I just wanted to share that. So, hope you enjoyed, and let me know if you have any feedback.